Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to update you for those who have been following me and my posts on YouTube on the community post tab. First, I want to apologise and share with you that there are two things which I haven't posted yet. And I had notifications last week in regard to the book of Colossians and also Baal, a historical and spiritual video on Baal, which is correctly pronounced Baal, not Baal. Baal is how the Lebanese say it and the Middle Easterns. So, to the apology, forgive me, I have been extremely busy writing about the Iran situation. It's been really full on. I've been writing articles on different platforms. I've been addressing other matters in my business life. And it's been really, really hectic. I also actually part-time look after my 94-year-old mama. And so I usually take things there if I need to do work because my phone is my office. And this is what I'm filming on at the moment. I still don't have the proper equipment. God knows, I've been praying about it and others have too. I really need a microphone and really I'm working on getting a, what do they call it? I know, is it an iPad? I think it's an iPad. Yes, an iPad, that's what it is. I'm looking again at an iPad. There's so many things going on at the moment. My mind is totally chock-a-block, as in full. There's so many. And with the Iran situation, there are so many fronts that I am covering. And with having to research on both sides of the coin, it is very and extremely time-consuming. My view is I won't disclose it all. I'll try and be very vague. I'm not for what Trump and Netanyahu did. I do want to see the Iranian people free, the Persian people free. I have Persian friends. And we see all these celebrations around Australia concerning what is happening and what has happened in Iran, but in and by and through my research and through years of history that I've researched regarding Iran and the Middle East as a whole. And what happened with the Balfour Declaration as well that caused the Middle East to be the way it is today. I am not for what Netanyahu and Trump did. Simply because Iran didn't have a nuclear weapon at all. Even though you're going to hear things like that on Western media. I watch Western media for examining the other side of the coin. I don't pay much attention to Western media. Quite frankly, in my opinion, it's all propaganda. Yes, there are some channels that will give you some of the real facts, but mostly I will look into independent channels. You would all know by now, for those who do watch me, I'm a Christian conservative, and left and right nowadays is just the one face, the two faces on the one coin. And so I am more conservative independence. In America, where most of my audience comes from, you have the Democrats and the Republicans. Here we have Labor, who's equivalent to your Democrats, and we have Liberal, who's equivalent to your Republicans. I used to vote Liberal, but now they're the two faces on the one coin, the past few years, almost decades, so I go conservative independence. And in my knowledge of the Middle East, the extensive knowledge of the Middle East, and also my historical research, because I love history. I just study history because I love it. I am not for what the United States and Israel has done, most prominently Netanyahu. I don't like to say Israel as a whole, because a lot of Jewish people are unequivocally against what Netanyahu has done, and these are a lot of conservative Jewish people. One of my Persian friends said to me, they lead better lives than we do in Australia. And I said, oh my goodness, exactly like Lebanon. You hear all this Western news about what's happening in Lebanon, and the lives they live in Lebanon amongst what's going on, they are happier than us, they are less stressful than us, they are highly more educated than our Western education, highly more educated. For example, without going on too long, my cousin years ago, I think it was 2010, in 2010, asked me to help her out. And she at that stage was in year 8. We call it year 8 here. And it's equivalent to our last year of high school, year 12. And I said to her, oh my goodness, what you're doing now in year 8 in Lebanon is equivalent to our year 12, our final year of high school in Australia. That's how educated they are in the Middle East. This was in Lebanon, but in the Middle East as a whole. Therefore, I am sharing this because, just try and do both sides of the coin research if you really want to dig deep into what's going on. And don't stick to the general mainstream media. They will only give you most of them will only give you propaganda and a lot of left-leaning news, depending on what you're watching. I even found, just watching the standard mainstream in the middle politically, it's still very much more left-leaning, not so much centred. So it's a very sad state of affairs. It really is. And in saying that, I just wanted to share that I will still be bringing my narration on the book of Colossians and sharing about the historical and spiritual nature of Baal. But guess what? I have a surprise. Yes, a surprise. Somebody's over there. Come here, Nina. Tailahon, yalla, tai. Nina, tai, mama. Mama, papa, yalla, tai. Here she is. Here's my little papa. Nina, look over there, papa. Look. There's my baby, Nina. She's my little baby. She had some beautiful, yummy chicken today, and she loved it so much. Look, Nina. Look, yeah. Hey, Mama. Oh, my gosh. I spoil her like she's my little daughter. I hope you enjoy seeing little Nina. because she's so special. She is a blessing from my Lord. Okay, baby, say goodbye. Bye-bye. You should see the tricks that she does in standing on her two legs. She is so amazingly out there. And other tricks she does, and my husband calls her circus doggy. And she's so adorably affectionate. And sometimes cavoodles are known for being very, very needy, but I don't mind that. I mean, while I'm doing my work on my keyboard or my desktop, she sits on my lap and I just do my work. She's amazing. I just love her. So I will end it with that. And I hope to have these 2 videos out soon on Colossians and Baal. Until the next time, take care. Au revoir.